was today like for you, just for starters?
Oh, it was fun. It was fun to be able to go against another team. We've been going against each other, for a while now, and to see a different color on the other side of the field and competing at the highest level, it was fun.
What was your vantage point at the little rumble over there?
You said what was my vantage point?
Yeah.
I was in the back. I thought about going, and I was like, nah, I didn't do it.
This great guy, it looked like he got knocked down, a catch over the middle, and mayhem ensued.
Yeah, whatever it was, just guys playing football. At the end of the day, we professionals, so we teach to, just stay up and have good practice habits. And as soon as things go left, some people, might not like it, and that's how it was today. So.
Mike, are you expecting to get a lot of reps this upcoming Friday? And if so, how excited are you for it? And what are you expecting to see out there?
So y'all talk to Coach about that? Did he say anything? 'Cause I don't know. I was gonna say, tell me what he said. No, I don't know. Man, I'm gonna be ready. Whatever it is, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. So, I'll wait for Coach to say so.
That moment of when you do go out there, though, whenever that might be. Can you explain the emotions of what that might be like for you going out there and being the quarterback for an NFL team?
Man, it's gonna be fun. It's a blessing. A dream come true. I always dreamt of being here. But now that I'm here, I gotta stay here. I gotta show that I belong here, and that's what I'm gonna do each and every day. The way I go about my business, and I'm just attacking each and every day like it's my last. That's all I can do. So.
Is it extra special being in Florida?
Oh yeah, I feel good. He asked me why I got a long sleeve, and I'm like, we used to practice at 4 o'clock in the middle of the day, so it's like, it's good for me.
Do your family coming in?
Yeah, they coming in later on the week, coming to the game, so yeah.
Did you start to get more comfortable against their defense? Because I noticed during the goal line period you were really clicking. You had the 2 back-to-back touchdown passes.
Yeah, man. It comes with the game. As you continue to grow, continue to learn, and continue to keep watching the game, keep learning the game, and building each and every day. Stacking those days on top. Good things that happen. That's what I've been doing each and every day. Just trying to be my best for this team. So.
You've worked a lot with Ross Dwelly during the reps. What's he like to work with?
Man, he's great. He's a reliable target. He catches everything. Man, he runs great routes. He blocks good as well. So, man, he's a guy that I love being on the field with.
We're a little bit into the GoPro kind of experience now, and I'm just still fascinated by that. Have you been able to take any of the lessons that you've learned specifically from that angle and that viewpoint and apply them out on the field so far?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of times, mainly I look at my cadence, seeing if I got good cadence, am I repeating the cadence too much, just trying to catch the defense off tempo, just give us a little bit of advantage, and I can hear that with the GoPro, just hearing how I call the plays, and just repeating it to myself, just make sure I'm getting those reps in and, continuing to learn, continuing to grow, I feel like it's good, and obviously, sometimes it's like, okay, the GoPro you see from a quarterback perspective, but 9 times out of 10, I'm looking off for defenders, so my GoPro might be facing this way, but really I'm reading over there, so it's like sometimes on the GoPro you can't really see what I'm really seeing, because I could be like this and my eyes could be over here, so it's like, but it's good. Yeah, it's about what I'm hearing, you can see the pressure and stuff like that, but it's good though, I like it.
So cadences then, is that something during a game, do the quarterbacks kind of keep track of, all right, I've done this a few times, so now I'm going back to this, or is that something in the game plan that y'all kind of talk about?
It's on the quarterback, whatever you feel. If you got a good rush defense, you can't get the same cadence every time. You can't get them an advantage and be able to jump the count. So just try to get them off their tick, some, so that we can be able to, do what we want to do. So.
I saw Jalen Ramsey came up and dapped you up. Was that kind of cool to talk to him? Did he offer you any advice or anything?
Yeah, for sure, man. He's a great player. Obviously did great things in this league. And I definitely respect his game, and he told me he respect mine. It's always been mutual, between me and him. And man, he's a good dude. I'm cool with dudes. So.
Was there one big takeaway you got from this? Just kind of going up against a different competition, kind of seeing what they have to offer versus what you're seeing in practice every day with your own team.
Say it again?
Anything different that you may have learned out here, kind of going up against a new opponent?
Different. I don't know, it's different colors on the field. I don't know. I mean, it's football at the end of the day. You got to make plays. Every play not going to be the perfect play, but you got to find a way to, at least make it decent. So it's like, we just playing football at the end of the day. You learn that team's tendencies. You get to see them, but, in football, the next week you got to learn another team. So it's like, you got to have that, okay, building up, your knowledge on this team, but be easy to drop it the next week and you're ready for the next. So, you learn each and every week. So.
When you are watching the other units out there, what are you focusing in on? Are you looking at the defense and what they're showing, or are you like zoned in on Kirk and how he's handling the offense?
Both. I'm doing it all. I'm trying to see what blitzes they run, looking at down and distance, trying to see what coverage they run, what blitzes they bring on certain down and distance. Some teams have those tendencies, some coaches, are really good and they switch it up, so I'm just trying to see and get a click on that. So, any tells on pressure that I might see in Kirk's reps, or whenever I get up there, if I see the same thing, I know how to protect myself. So it's all that. So,
Mike, the offense, second nature to you at this point? Is there any carryover from what you did at Washington?
I wouldn't say as much carryover. We got a lot of the same routes. It's only so many routes on the football field. But you don't got the draw in the sand routes. That you used to draw as a kid. But other than that, I don't know. I like it, though. I love the offense. It definitely fit me. I'm not going to say as much carryover, but it definitely fit me. I love this offense. So.
And it looked like you were comfortable in it today. There were a lot of times, certainly when pressure was on, you got rid of the ball quick.
Yeah, so you asked if it's second nature. Yeah, so it's like, that's what comes with being prepared. When you prepare, you can play confident. Preparation brings confidence, I believe. And, I'm confident when I'm out there, because of the preparation that I do each and every week, each and every day, just day in and day out, just trying to find a way to get better. So as far as the offense, I got it. At the end of the day, now I got to just play football, so.
Because of all the attention on the quarterback situation here, now that you've worked with Kirk, what's your relationship with him been?
Oh, we good, man. Me and Kirk cool. We both want the same goal, and that's see this team win football games. He's a starter right now, and I'm the number 2, and I'm just continuing to learn, continuing to grow each and every day. Kirk is actually he actually stays on my street, or I stay on his street because he was there first. So yeah, we're good. We're good.
Would you make?
Yeah, we stay on the same street.
What'd you make of the Dolphins today? Just their defensive unit going against them.
They're good. They got a lot of good personnel out there. They got a lot of really good athletes out there. They came ready to practice. We came ready to practice, and there's a lot of great work. So.
You gotta walk us through the rationale behind the long sleeves, man. I need to know what it is.
I've been doing a long sleeve ever since I got to Oregon, and I just felt comfortable with it. I feel like it doesn't bother me to out there, and I'm from out here, so I'm used to this weather.
How do you kind of evaluate this first day of joint practices, being able to go against people that you don't normally get to go against?
Yeah, it's the first time. The speed is actually a little bit different. When you go against your old teammates, it's not as physical as you want it, but if I have a chance to, show the coaches how physical we could be. So, first rep wasn't the best rep, but as time went on during practice, each of my reps got better and better. So that's the big thing for me is constant improvement. Just never look at the first rep, just get better each rep.
It seemed like y'all had a lot of juice in that red zone period. Can you kind of take me into those conversations as much as you possibly can?
Yeah, I know we know we have a great defense. Miami has a great offense. But when you start the red zone period with a sack, it's always a good thing. Especially for the up front. We're gonna let them know that we just got a sack. Sometimes coach try to move it up like we didn't get a sack, but I think that's the biggest thing for us. So if we get to the quarterback, help the guys in the back end, not cover for too long. It's not a lot of space back there. So the biggest thing is getting home, being disciplined in our rush.
I gave y'all 2. Just so
Oh, thank you so much.
On day one out here, for you guys to, speaking of those reps, to have a good bit of success against Miami's front, offensive line there, does that give you guys a lot of confidence here, just to do that on day one like that?
That's the biggest thing we want to do is, come here and send a message. In football, it's either you getting punched or you doing the punches. And biggest thing Coach Rod was telling us is like we're not gonna get punched when we come out. We're gonna come out here. We're gonna make a standard. We're gonna make it known that we're out here. Biggest thing for me too is like, I don't want to get whooped back at home. So got family here watching, got friends here. So the biggest thing is to put on for the crib.
I want to say when Atlanta drafted you, a lot of the staff mentioned that flexibility you have playing in, playing out.
Yeah.
Through about 3 months here so far, how much inside outside have you shown? Do you feel like?
It's not as much as I was during the college, as drastic it is, but we have plays where we have bigger guys on the edge, working the edge rushes too. But the scheme that we're running is very similar to Oregon. A lot of forward techniques for me to play. But I'm same thing I do in college. I'm everywhere, and I'm very comfortable in this defense. And it's been fun working with Jimmy Lake. But I've been knowing his defense ever since at Washington, and so it's very similar. It's a lot of fun.
Brandon, when you talk about kind of the first rep to the end of practice, right, and it builds, how much of that is also from a mental aspect, right? In a game, you're kind of getting a feel for the opponent and evolving maybe what you do throughout the course of a game. Is that kind of what you were thinking about out there as well today?
I mean, especially for me, as a rookie, I'm not getting as many reps as I want to, so my reps are very limited. And then when I have a first bad rep, I know I have to have a good practice and improve every rep on. So, biggest thing is like watch what the older guys are doing. Watch what Grady's doing, watch what David's doing. TQ, Zach, guys that's been here before. To see how fast their mentality changes from a bad play, all right, to the next play. That's something I'm trying to soak in, and I'm working on that.
Do you come into maybe the film room after a practice with like a list of questions for them that you're kind of like, I saw you do this or this or this, like let's go through that?
As soon as I get back into the locker room, I'm on the iPad. I know what plays I messed up on. I mark it down. I already have my questions ready. I know when the coach is going to get on my butt, for something that I wasn't supposed to do. So, biggest thing is, just having open conversation with them, and seeking that coaching.
With rushing angles, is there anything new for you rushing inside at this level versus last year, as far as maybe the way they're kind of playing you and how fast it is inside here?
Yeah, honestly, we're in college. The way guys play me, they know I was more of a quicker guy. They try to be more physical with me out there. But I feel like the biggest change for me, honestly, I find myself being more of a power rush guy now in the NFL. Especially with these guys, you can't play around. Finesse moves are cool here and there, but my biggest change was to be more of a physical guy, and not be known as a finesse guy, but be as a guy who I could beat you any type of way.
We're speaking with Mike next. After having to play, opposite of him the last few years, with kind of the vibe of now playing with him, what's it like for you?
I mean, me and Mike, we cool, man. We both Florida boys. Honestly, I got no problem with Mike, and he ain't got no problem with me. So, it's college. He had to go to Washington, and I went to Oregon. We was rivals then, but now we teammates now. We brothers now. Even play with Trice. I love playing with these guys. They're great players and great people off the field too.